So today I'll be showing you how to do adding and subtracting using mixed numbers and negatives. So we have 3 1/2 minus 5 2/3. So what we have to do is first we're going to use keep, change. So we're going to change this minus to a plus, and then change the 5 2/3 to a negative because you're going to keep this because we don't want to use minus in this. And you're going to change and then change right there. Sorry. And so what you're going to do is now you're going to take these two numbers and make the denominators the same, and also change the numerators so they're the same. So you're going to do 2 and 3, the least common multiple, I think, or GCF. Yeah, least common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. So we're going to put that at both of the bottoms of these, and I'm going to color code this so you can see it better. And so 6 and 6. And so since 3 times 2 equals 6, you're going to do 2 times 3, and that will You're going to do 2 times 2, and that will equal 4. So you're going to put a 4 at the top, and then you're going to add the 5 since that's a whole, and then make it negative, of course. And then since 2 times 3 equals 6, you're going to do 1 times 3, and that will equal 3, and then put the whole number. So that is how it's set up. And now let's get to adding. Yay. So first what we're going to do is I like switching it around in my head. You can do this, but I like just doing it in my head because since I know, sorry, that was my nanny. Since you know that 5 and 4 6 is bigger than 3 and 3 6, at least I hope you know. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna basically flip these two around, and so you're gonna start off with 5 minus 3, which would equal 2, and then 4 minus 3, and that would be 1, and then you have to put the 6 as the denominator. And since the bigger number, this one right here, is negative, we're going to make this number negative. So your answer would be negative 2 1/6. Thank you. Now on to the next problem, number 3. Hi, so this is my second problem and also my last, which this is number 3. And so the problem is negative 6 plus 4 2/3. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start by making sure that all of these numbers, there's no minus, and there isn't, so that's awesome. So we just get to skip that step, basically. And what we're going to do, as you can see, it's really annoying to me at least, if you have to do negatives, like a 6 minus 4 2/3. I mean, you know what the answer would probably be, but I like making sure you know what the how to do the rest of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a 6, and we're going to use this denominator because, I mean, since it's already 6 wholes, you don't really need to know what the it's like you can just split up into different wholes. Is that right saying it? I don't know. But so it's going to be negative 6 and 0/3 because there is not another whole that we have filled, or at least fractions of a whole that we have filled. So it will be negative. This is changed into negative 6 and 0/3 plus 4 2/3. And since you can't really do actually, what you have to do is, when thinking about this, if it's a negative minus minus a positive, you kind of have to think of it like you're subtracting basically. And I'm glad the bigger number, this one right here, sorry, is on the left side, because of now it's just like easier to see it as if you're basically minusing this one from, and this one from this one from this one. Sorry, it's very late at night. But so since you already got that, now it's kind of, you have to change this because of, since this is not basically a, since you can't really do 0 thirds minus 2 thirds, what you're going to do is now you're going to change the 6 into a 5. And then since 3 is the whole of like the number, you're going to add 3 to the numerator. So it's 5 and 3 thirds now, which is the same as 6 and also the same as 6 and 0 thirds, which is great because now, yay. So now basically what we do now is we're going to subtract, actually, well, basically add, but you know what I mean. So it's going to be negative 5 and 3 thirds plus 4 and 2 thirds. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying minus because of, that's not what we should be using. We're supposed to be using adding, but I mean, you basically think of it like that, so I'm just trying to say what I'm thinking. So yeah. And so what you're going to do is, I explained how it's negative, like plus a positive will equal something. If the negative is bigger, it will equal a negative. If the positive is bigger, it's going to equal a positive. But so it's going to be 5 minus 4, which would equal 1, and then 3 minus 2, which would equal 1, and then you have to add your denominator, and that would be 3. And since the negative number is bigger than the positive number, you're going to put the positive, you're going to make this number positive. And so your answer to negative 6 plus 4 and 2 thirds would be negative 1 and 1 third. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you next time.